But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go mess with it. I'm going to give it a go. So I did. I came out just a few minutes ago. So let me grab the camera before I go any further. I guess I just wasn't trying that hard that day. I guess it didn't really think about it. At the time, it seemed like it was too hard to get it to come apart. But I was like, you know what? I feel all right today. Let's go mess with it. So at first, I was just kind of lugging it around in this general area. It was right here. See the imprint? It was just kind of hanging out. And so I took the board that was nearby and stuck it down in the ground here. It's got the bolts going out the back. So I was like, cool, it stabilized it and gave me a little bench to put it on so I could get some leverage. So I started prying on it. And as you can see, it comes off. These aren't screws. They're just like the lawnmower base, just pins. That's why I was like, how did they do it? I'm so stupid. Well, anyway, I guess I figured it out. I didn't look up or nothing. I just come out here and was like, what's up with this seam? And what made me do it was the seam that disliked on the video. So I hope whoever come along and watched the video and disliked it, they'll come see this one and go, oh, there it is. Well, the rest of it. Yeah. All right, I'm going to put you on a tripod here and so you can get a better view. I can't do this I need both hands. Thanks for joining me again, kid. Another tear something apart adventure. Hopefully we'll get it right this time. We'll see the rest of the Winco generator get tore down. Yeah. No promises. Just making progress. I have discovered that I can indeed pride it. Flip it over the side. Have to work it under. It's probably nice and crunchy and corroded on the inside, so it ain't gonna slide. It's not gonna slide like it's brand new anymore. As you can see, it is moving. Coils and all. Then I bet they just slide right out. It's actually falling off. Oh, yeah. Might be some wires still connected to something I need to cut. Yeah, I think I need to, I don't know, do I think just one big assembly. I think the wires are separate. They should be part of this. There's nothing going there. Yeah, they're just really long shanks. It's very corroded. I'm amazed. I bet it didn't work very. If it did work, it wasn't going to work right. It didn't. The hand was off to pieces. It used to work. I was young. Boy, well, at least it's on the wood. Hey, it's spinning again. All right. Fixed it. All right. That's the first time I've done anything like that before. That's neat. Wow. That's some good stuff, ain't it? Here's the good stuff. There's the heavy stuff. It should have got a lot lighter now. Well, I say a lot. Let's see how much lighter. Oh, yeah, it's a little better. It's not destroying my back muscles and stuff when I'm trying to pick it up. Oh, it came out of the oil return box there. I mean, the valve cover / oil return. Yeah, that's where it was, too. Just a little bit got on the ground. Awesome. Oh, they're linked together. Okay. So, all right, so it gets at the in and the out. It's just a loop of electricity. It's always going in a circle. And that was the loop. I broke the loop. See the other side of it's right here at the top. And then they were connected through the system. These parts stayed still. This is the part that's supposed to spin, I think. Yeah, I believe. It's so seized up it won't even spin. That's probably what's wrong with it. And gotten messed up that way. Or maybe only the engine could turn something this thick. It would be struggling. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to spin freely. Way smoother. Wow. And as far as getting this other side off, I have no idea. Check out what it is. For those thumb downer guy, you. See? You know how to take that off? You let me know in the comments, please. Here's the main rotor and stator just fell apart. Iron core. There's the weight too. Cool. Some serious pipe segment. I don't even think water line is that thick. No, it's thinner than that. Some super purpose built stuff. I don't imagine they make them like this anymore on purpose because it's so heavy. I mean, they're pretty stout. I guess paying a couple $1,000s for a generator now, it'd probably be something that just look different, a little more modern, I guess. Which that's probably what was a good one at one point. What a mess. I just wanted people to see that we can finish taking it apart now, somewhat. Oh, I got some bolts here that might hold this plate on. Might even allow this to come off. What do you say we try to get them out for the hell of it and see what happens? I got to go fetch some tools though, so I'll be right back. I did a little bit off camera, just fetching tools. And at first I tried my ratchets, they're all too tall to fit in such a tiny space, so I got my smaller wrench set out. See if I had any luck with this. And it, I don't know if you can get these off as easy as you would think. These kind of grab it, but I don't have the turning power I need. So we'll try it. I got the 1/2 inch on it. That seems to be pretty close, but it's at an angle. I've got some swivel adapters, but they're all going to be too tall with the ratchet head and whatnot. I don't think I can get at it. Keep bringing stuff out here for nothing. But I might try that. That's what they're for. This is real tight. Let's see. It's a steamer. Way too small, way too big. Oh. I bet it is 1/2 inch. 12. Bigger than 12. Smaller than 15, so it's probably 14. It's 13. And 13 is pretty good. 13 millimeters. It's a better choice. Just not able to do it. Not able to do any turning really. It just pops right off. Okay, well, back to the drawing board. It would be nice to have it all the way off. Then with that off, we can work on getting the engine apart like them other ones back there. At least the base plate. Because this is, but you can see how it comes apart now. If you've ever wondered how do you disassemble all the way, I'm saying you take them 4 bolts out, and then this metal plate here, you take my wedge, you get in there, pry on. So doing it right now ain't gonna work because the bolts is in the way. But without them bolts, it probably comes off just like this thing slid off. Oh yeah. So that corroded over. So I guess that's iron. It must be iron. There's your copper. It's all up inside of it. Runs through it, starts touching the ends of the iron, and the iron is doing its energizing, and it spins. It was spinning up against this. You can see it sort of in action, half of it anyway. And this part here with this hill, nice and stationary, hovering just above it. And this part, if it's working, it spin, but it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Kind of bummed out about that. It's a hard thing. It'll probably spin freely once I get it loose. Probably, of course, it will lose it from end to end, I guess. Or it might be stubborn and stuck on there in some unforeseen way, like a lot of this stuff is. Okay, I'm kind of getting stumped by it already. How about some pliers? I got these channel Loctite. Yeah. There you go. Hold on. Probably not going to be able to turn it though. I wonder how they put such things in. I'd like to see the tool that did it. I think that was interesting. It's not like it's got an access port where you can stick the wrench through and lock on with a ratchet in. I even have those. Since you know it's a 13, I don't know if it'll do any good. Too stiff and rigid. Alright, well, I got one more option, which is the flexi heads. I'm going to collect those. Try again. Okay, all I got here I can try now is going to be the swivel head adapter, the 13mm socket on this 1/4-inch drive direct, so there's as few adapters as possible. I don't know if this will be able to do it or not. Might be still too thick. This part here, there's not much space there. Let's just dry fit it first. Like the way the ratchet. Come on, let's see if it'll even go in there. So close. That's how everything is. I guess they must have a specialized tool to do that. If they had made them more out right here in the open area, that would have made sense to me. You could just come straight down at it. But this here, it's underneath the edge of the spinner, the stator, I mean the rotor, which is making it impossible to get the thing out. What a stumper. Hey, we got a little further on it. At least it can be recycled, I suppose. I'd love to get this all the way off. And I might figure out a way. I just don't see any way to do it with what I have. The wrench was like the only thing that was gripping it at all. So this will probably be a little quickie part 2 for the Winco generator. Oh. This one's the spinner. Oh, maybe there's a special wrench with more of a bend to it, or you can have, like you got a spatula end spoon or set up fork on the end of it there. Oh, can't fit the ratchet down in there. Yeah, that's way too much. Darn. It's almost like it needs to be the 12. That's gonna be so short. It's nasty. I bet if it's Winco, it might actually be the Imperial or SAE standard. So it's somewhere in between the 12 and the 13. All right. When all you got, when every problem's got to be a nail, and all you got is a hammer or something like that. It's not a huge assortment here. 1/2 inch is probably the one. Yeah, kinda. Just can't turn it. Get an extension. Put it on the end of it. It just kind of shears off the edge of the bolt head there. Yeah. But at least it's a whole lot easier to pick it up now. I can actually get it out of the way. That'll work. Well, I hope you found that a little bit more completing than the other part of the Winco where I just kind of stopped on it. And just kind of see it all around here. Give you a last view of how it looks there. See how they're obscured by the rotor piece itself when you look straight on it? Now you don't even see the bolts until you tip it forward. And it's like, oh, there it is. So the trouble is getting a tool that actually goes in there and can actually get a grip on it. All my sockets are too tall for the spacing here. Very narrow. So, darn it, foiled again. How many tools does a mechanic need? Apparently about 1,500 different tools if you want to do it all. Lifts, some pack guns, a whole bunch of stuff. But all I got is some basics here. That's my little basic box wrench and stuff. They got me this far, the pry bars. So there you go. If you ever run across a generator running, how do you open that heavy thing? It's probably going to be similar to this, some kind of sleeve slides over it. Why change it if, the style if they can't improve it? I've never taken a modern apart. It's the first time I've taken a generator apart ever. I've always looked at them on the outside. I've used them a few times on construction sites and things, but I didn't know. Now I know why they're so heavy. It took these two people usually to move one around. Oh yeah, I forgot to add. I was sitting there looking at the pieces as I was getting them tools. I didn't think about showing this part too. It comes apart. There's one of its iron blocks. It's just slabs of iron, laminated iron pieces, all stuck together, made in the same shape. Form a big piece, and then they come out of it, separating it again into these somewhat lighter, I think, copper coils. This might be copper. I think this is just the good stuff. This is what we were after all along. This is part of it anyway. That's the treasure. This here is just standard scrap. This will go back here with the other scrap. It also has a little bar that comes out of it. Probably something to do with its mounting. Yeah, that's how they mounted it. It's got the mount holes in it. So this was how the thing was affixed to the side wall of this part. Right here with the bolt holes. It's on each side. Pretty beastie itself. Alright, now that's about as disassembled as I can get the engine, the generator components there. Doesn't get much more disassembled other than the centerpiece, which I think we've already showcased it enough here for one video. So there you go. I don't plan on taking it any further apart, unfortunately. Without the right tools, I can't get them bolts out. Alright, and with that, we end this one. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.